Aram Street, thank you so much for coming on the Inner Edison Podcast. I appreciate you being here today.
Thanks, Ed. It's good to be here. I appreciate it.
All right. So not everybody's going to know who you are. How did you become an entrepreneur? Let's just start with that.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
So
was it something you always wanted to do? You have a bunch of family in it, that kind of stuff.
yeah, I was in a career for 8 years as a young adult coming into adulthood. And when that ended in April of 2020, it actually came about because I was terminated. So my position, I was fired, but I knew I was going to be fired for almost a full year before it happened. So it's a very unique experience, very interesting type of thing going on there. So for that
Were you
year
just
leading up
waiting
to
to get caught, or?
yeah. I was just didn't know when they were going to find out. No, actually, so I worked as what's called a household manager in the US. They'd call it a butler anywhere else across the world, but North Americans, we like our own terms for our own things. So a household manager is a large estate, big horse farm, and I'm in Lexington, Kentucky, and these jobs, like this profession, just does not exist in a large quantity here. It's a California, New York, parts of Florida type of position. So to get my type of role filled is very, very difficult. I sort of tripped into it. And so about 7 years in, I knew based on some conversation I had with my employer, he was not wanting to pay me anymore and was wanting me to, kind of get out, but he just couldn't find anybody to replace me. So I ended up hiring my own replacement from a friend that I knew out of state, trained her for the job. And then once she was settled, then he was like, okay, now you can go. and then he fired me. But I knew it was going to happen. So I was like pretty sure he didn't want me to be there long-term anymore. So for that year leading up to it, I interviewed at a bunch of similar positions across the US, and my wife and I had started reading Robert Kiyosaki and some other authors like that. But it was really the Cashflow Quadrant by Kiyosaki that got us in the mindset of thinking, hey, maybe just trading time for, a set amount of dollars at the end of the week is not what we want to do long term. And so it was already starting to, process, and we were thinking this way. And then the moment of kind of getting like a baby bird, like kicked out of the nest and having to fly, I was like, well, we didn't want to take another job in this field. And now that I'm out, I'm going to have to hit, run with my feet on the ground as we're rolling here. And that's how we got started. So I started a cleaning company back then because I could build some very unique branding around my high level experience in household management. That was something that's, I actually don't know any other cleaning companies, and I know quite a few at this point all over the US, but I didn't know anybody that had that background that I had. So I had like kind of a unique proposition there, kind of a cool story.
I have a question.
So that's how I got into it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what was the unique preference? Because I'm not, I'm in Modesto, California. We don't have you.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
you'd have to go to the Bay, or you know what I mean. And,
sure. Yeah. So it is. It's a very private service is kind of or domestic private service is sort of the category it's known as. You just have to either, be in the ultra high net worth category or get into that profession because somebody that you knew. It's very, very not well advertised. And once I was hired in, and they sent me to an academy in Toronto, Ontario. So I actually became certified through an international academy there in butlering. So
what does that entail? Just so people know, what is Butler?
Yeah.
I mean, some people have seen Mr. Deeds, the movies and other things, but what does it really entail?
It can entail anything and everything that you have seen and a lot of stuff you haven't seen. It just depends on the family that you're working for. Every single family might use the term butler. They might use household manager. They might use estate manager.